Help me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. How are we doing? So I did mention the other day that I was expecting delivery this week. I didn't think it would come this quickly. It has come from Europe, of a deck that I've actually purchased. And as I meant, this is only the second deck this year. I know we're only just in February. But compared to my old track record, you know, I'm making more of a conscious decision about buying decks. Will I use them? What will they add to my collection, etc. And this was, for me, as an RWS person who absolutely loves picks his artwork, the RWS is my soul deck. It's my deck of choice for all readings that I do. And I love seeing all the different kind of iterations of the RWS. And as you will have seen, let's just open this up and get the, as you will have seen, this is my first ever handmade tarot deck. First ever RWS, I should say, handmade tarot deck. And it's by Marco Benedetti. And I saw, well, first of all, I saw Sean Lowerth post in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group, his version. I was like, oh my gosh, what is, you know, what's this deck? Read some of the comments, then I remembered in my watch later list I'd got a video to watch of Marsha, who did a walkthrough of this deck, and I just fell in love with it. And I reached out to Marco and sent him an email and said, do you have any left? Because I know it's very limited in terms of the amount that he's making. And he said he did. He had a couple left. So I sent him the money by PayPal. And that was only just a week, maybe 8 days at the most ago. And it's come from Italy. And I'm so excited to have a look at it. What I will say is that there is a version of this also that's available on MPC. Obviously, it's not the handmade deck that I've got here. But if you like the images, in particular what he's done with the RWS, then you can print on demand by going to MPC. And I will link both Marco's Facebook page, if it will allow me to do that, or the MPC link as well. All right, so this is so exciting. I mean, look at this. So this reminds me of the deck that I keep out at the moment that I'm using as standard, which is the Tarot of A.E. Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith, which is the facsimile of the 1910 edition that comes with the Taschen big set, the big book from Taschen, because I love the cardstock of this. This is lovely as well. It's in that same sort of slip case. Beautiful, really beautiful. It is called the Constantinople Tarot, and it says original art by Pamela Coleman Smith, and the colours by Marco Benedetti Tarot, Roma, Italy. And that's where he resides, and that's what was on the label. And as I said, I sat and thought about it. It's not well, I don't think it's an expensive deck for a handmade copy. I think it was €80 and then €25 for postage, so that was €105. But the quality is here. This is, you know, beautiful, all handmade. I did have to pay customs. I had to pay £21 this afternoon to the driver who came and that's to be expected, really. If the value is put on the front, then you know you have to pay the customs on that. But what I'm going to do is, before I open it up any further, I'm going to bring the camera down so you can have a close-up look. Okay, so just to give you that close-up, you can see it reminds me of perhaps the coloration of the original Roses and Lilies, or perhaps Pame, and you can see, oh, it's just beautiful. And when you slide it out, on the inside here, it says handmade, expressly for Brian Simon Harrison. What a lovely, lovely personal touch. And then it's got Marco's signature and his name here, Marco Benedetti, Tarot, Roma, Italy. So I just think that is wonderful. The cards slide out like this. Now, he did say in the thread that was on the Hermit's Cave Facebook group that these cards do lend themselves to be edged in black, because we have a black border on the front and the back. This just feels amazing. Really, really gorgeous. They are a standard tarot size, I can tell just by looking at them, but I will do that anyway. Yeah, so you can see standard tarot size, which is great. That's my preferred size. The backs are beautiful. So they're in this almost like an antique gold, roses and lilies with the blue background. The blue is beautiful. And then you've got this kind of faded gold roses and lilies design, which is just, it's gorgeous. Yeah, so I will edge this. You know what the RWS looks like anyway, but I'm going to still show you what Marco has done with the images, which they've got this beautiful colour tone and aged effect. The cardstock, you can tell these are handmade. I think it's done by layering paper on top of each other. But what we've got on the front of the cards is this texture. Hopefully you can see the texture. You might even hear it like that. But then on the back, they're silky smooth. So it's really, really nice, quite unusual. Colours are gorgeous. And it's using, as we said, Pixie's artwork and her calligraphy. Look at the Hermit, isn't that great? The Wheel of Fortune, I love how it's just stained and aged. Oh, wow. It's lovely quality. Tower. Look at that star in the centre. World is beautiful. And yeah, I know this is an investment and I could have got it from MPC, but there's just something really wonderful about having a handmade deck, particularly RWS, which, as you know, I just adore. I love the gradient of the blues in the background, rather than those flat colours. you get so much use out of this. I've also got another RWS deck on its way that has been sent to me, and very excited for that one as well. So I'm gonna have potentially 2 new RWS decks that are really special. Just look how that blue stands out against that background. Exquisite. That's beautiful. Look how deep the blue is in the background on that card. It's incredible, really, that I never tire of procuring RWS decks. Beautiful. Look at that, the gold and the blue together. That looks almost like it's metallic, doesn't it? It's so rich. Gorgeous. Wow. That really makes the heart pop, doesn't it? One of my favourite cards. Love that. Such a great job. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It just feels so nice. It's a lovely weight, not too heavy. The cards themselves are quite light, and they just feel, oh, beautiful. Like you just want to, oh, beautiful. Yeah, and as I said, I will edge them in black. I think it will finish it off quite nicely. In fact, let's do that now. Okay, so that's that done. I've edged them in black to match the borders. Really nice. It's come out with, because sometimes with glossier cardstock, they'll come out quite shiny. These do have a sheen to them, as you can see, but because this is handmade, it's got these lovely lines as well. But yeah, really, really nice. All I used was a Sharpie, a permanent marker, chisel tip. So you do have to have the ones with the chisel tip. You can see the groove in it, look, from going down the edge of all these 78 cards. But I think it finishes it off really nicely. Looks beautiful in the hand. Look at these colours. I mean, I know I just showed it here, but just so, the orange in his tunic, just really, really lovely. So yeah, if you ever watch this, Marco, thank you for agreeing to do this for me. It's a treasured deck in my collection now, and I love the little extras as well. So yeah, and if you're just a subscriber watching this, information will be in the description. Like I said, you could always ask Marco if he's still making any handmade versions, but there'll also be the link to the NPC as well. All right, thanks for watching everybody, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.